All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're looking at the ultimate digital treatment plan needed to cure the pharmaceutical industry's legacy inefficiencies. We are honestly standing at a massive inflection point. Think about it. Pharma is an industry built on cutting-edge science and life-saving innovation, but ironically, it's being held back by its own outdated operational systems. So we're going to walk through a strategic framework crafted by Dr. Jayant Joshi and the Center of Excellence for Pharma 4.0. They call it a digital prescription. Just like a doctor writes a precise, evidence-based directive for healing a patient, this is the exact, step-by-step digital intervention required to bring pharma manufacturing into the modern era. But hey, before we talk cures, we gotta diagnose the symptoms, right? Look at this, 73%. An overwhelming 73% of pharmaceutical companies say they are currently struggling to integrate data across their manufacturing systems. Almost 3/4 of the entire industry is wrestling with fragmented data, disconnected systems, and manual bottlenecks. They're literally trying to produce the medicines of tomorrow using the operational infrastructure of yesterday. Now, this widespread struggle is a massive roadblock for innovation for sure, but as you'll see, it also presents an incredible opportunity for the 27% who are actively adapting. So here is your treatment overview. 1. Diagnosing the pharma industry. 2. The digital prescription. 3. 4 pillars of transformation. 4. Upskilling the human element. And finally, 5. The 3-year treatment plan. Let's get right into it. Section 1. Diagnosing the pharma industry. Now, Pharma 4.0, it's definitely not just another corporate buzzword. Defined by the ISPE, it is a comprehensive, GXP-compliant integration of advanced technology. It's about connecting absolutely everything. We're talking the integration of cyber-physical systems, artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, and advanced analytics across the entire value chain. Basically, digitizing the whole shebang, from the exact moment a molecule is discovered in a lab, all the way down to the moment that drug is delivered to a patient. It's a holistic, top-to-bottom transformation. It's wild to look back at the timeline and see how pharma has evolved alongside the broader industrial revolutions. Back in the 18th century, Industry 1.0 was all steam power and manual batch manufacturing. Then, Industry 2.0 brought electricity and standardized production. The late 20th century gave us Industry 3.0, introducing automation and ERP systems. But now, we're in the 2020s. We've officially arrived at Pharma 4.0. This is the era of cyber-physical systems and smart, self-optimizing plants. We're way past just automating tasks. We're building factories that can actually think, predict, and adapt in real time. All right, moving on to Section 2, the digital prescription. You can't just leap straight into the flashy tech, right? Remedies 1 and 2 are all about setting a strong baseline. Remedy 1 requires establishing a validated 6-stage digital maturity roadmap. You have to know exactly where you are, whether you're stuck in the mud with paper-based processes or just starting to integrate before you can map out where you're going. And Remedy 2? Absolute data integrity by design. Why? Because without rock-solid data that follows Alcohol Plus principles, meaning it's attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, and accurate, your advanced analytics will give you zero value. It's the classic rule. Garbage in, garbage out. You've got to upgrade those paper records to electronic systems with validated audit trails before doing anything else. And once that data is actually clean, the results are literally staggering. Get this. Remedy 3, which is AI-powered manufacturing, can reduce your batch failures and R&D timelines by a massive 50%. No, that's not science fiction. Giants like Pfizer and Novartis have already achieved these kinds of results. By using predictive quality analytics and machine learning, you can predict out-of-specification results before they even happen. Generative AI accelerates molecule identification. You completely transition your facility from a reactive, compliance-heavy drag into a proactive, smart ecosystem. Okay, moving on to Remedies 4 and 5. These really build on each other. Think of the Industrial Internet of Things, or IIoT, as the factory's nervous system. When you deploy these sensor networks, you get continuous monitoring of temp, humidity, and pressure across all your GMP areas. That unlocks predictive maintenance that can cut your downtime by up to 40%. Then you layer on Remedy 5, digital twins. These are dynamic, virtual replicas of your physical systems. They act like a powerful simulation engine, so you can run completely risk-free scale-ups, optimize processes on the fly, and do capacity planning without risking a single actual batch. Pfizer leaned on this exact tech heavily to speed up vaccine scale-up during the pandemic. Now, let's talk validation for Remedy 6.
For decades, the industry has been totally bogged down by traditional computer system validation, or CSV. It's a resource-heavy beast. It demands massive periodic revalidation, and frankly, it completely suffocates innovation. The modern prescription here is shifting to CSA, Computer Software Assurance. This is a risk-based approach endorsed by the FDA. It uses automated software robotics and continuous monitoring. You focus your validation efforts strictly on high-risk stuff that actually impacts the patient or product. The result? You accelerate your innovation velocity while staying 100% compliant.
Which brings us to remedy 7, and it's kind of a paradox. See, as your operational tech on the shop floor connects up with your IT systems to power all this cool AI and IoT stuff, your cyber attack surface massively expands. And pharma companies, they are incredibly high-value targets for ransomware and IP theft. Because of this, robust cybersecurity isn't just an IT headache anymore. It is a strict GXP necessity. The prescription is a zero-trust architecture. It's a never-trust, always-verify framework across all access controls to guarantee your operational resilience. Moving right along to Section 3, 4 Pillars of Transformation. So the prescription only works if the patient can actually absorb it. You need a rock-solid foundation, which is built on these 4 pillars: data, validation, resources and talent, and cybersecurity. They have to function in perfect harmony. They're your governance model. You need that unified data fabric. You need the modern CSA framework. You have to close the talent gap, and you must secure the OT/IT convergence. If you're weak in just one single area, say you've got terrible data integrity or a gaping hole in your cyber defenses, it will completely collapse your entire digital transformation. They are totally interdependent.
That naturally leads us to Section 4, upskilling the human element.
Look at this ISPE quote. It really hits the nail on the head. Technology alone isn't going to save your operations. You can buy all the AI and digital twins your budget allows, but if the people running them don't have the skills, it's completely useless. The industry is in the middle of a massive crisis right now. The demand for hybrid talent, people with deep pharma domain expertise, plus high-level digital fluency, is drastically outpacing the supply. The veterans are retiring, and the traditional educational pipelines just aren't churning out Pharma 4.0 ready grads fast enough. So how do we actually cure this skills crisis? Companies have to take matters into their own hands. You've got to prescribe personalized AI-driven learning platforms like Digital Pharma GPT and set up internal digital academies. It's time to move away from just making people memorize SOPs and actually start building real role-specific capability. You need to focus on 8 core competencies, including data literacy, AI fluency, digital quality management, and change leadership. And you build these at scale using microlearning and modern apprenticeship programs. And finally, Section 5, the 3-year treatment plan. You might be wondering, how long is this going to take? Well, check out this table. The therapeutic ROI is surprisingly fast. Early adopters are not waiting a decade to see results. Drop in AI, and you could see a 30 to 50% drop in batch failures in just 12 to 24 months. Roll out those IoT sensors, and unplanned downtime plummets by 40% in a year to 18 months. And that CSV to CSA transition we talked about, it cuts your validation cycles in half in that same 6 to 18-month window. The return on investment is fast, and you can measure it clearly. But you absolutely cannot do this all at once. It's a phased roadmap. In Phase 1, the first 6 months, you strictly diagnose and design. Do your maturity assessments, set up the governance, and secure that executive buy-in. Phase 2, months 7 through 18, is when you deploy the foundation. Fix the data integrity, wire up the IIoT sensors on your critical gear, and make that big shift to CSA validation. Then, finally, Phase 3. Heading into Year 3, you hit intelligent operations. Because you built a solid foundation, this is where you successfully unleash those predictive AI systems and spin up your full digital twins. Now, an absolute must, regulatory alignment. Every single dose of this treatment has to align strictly with global standards. We are dealing with life-saving medicines here after all. Whether you're looking at FDA 21 CFR Part 11 for electronic signatures, the FDA CSA guidance, or NIST cybersecurity frameworks, your transformation has to be inherently compliant. Patient safety and data integrity can never, ever take a backseat during your digital evolution. Remember, the tech serves the quality system, not the other way around. So here we are. The industry is transforming at breakneck speed. The tools, the roadmaps, and the regulatory frameworks, they're all laid out right in front of us. The early adopters are already cashing in on massive benefits in quality, agility, and cost reduction. The digital prescription has been written, and the therapeutic benefits are proven. Which leaves us with one incredibly vital question. Will you take the steps to fill this digital prescription today, or will your operations be left to decay in the past?